my YouTube earnings, my journey from zero to happy. So let's talk about numbers. How I went from $0 uh, when I started to where I'm at now, still at $0 on YouTube. No AdSense, no branding, no viral moment whatsoever. And honestly, things really have so far turned out for the best. Um, yeah, I would love to be, probably monetized, making a little bit, but things have a way of working that really makes it better. Better for, well, I'm going to say better for me because I'm actually happier at the time. Welcome. I'm Tim. If you've been here before and joined our channel, hey, thank you. Thank you for, coming back again. If this is your first time, hey, hit that subscribe button, like button, and um, come back around again and enjoy it with us and see what kind of adventures we're really on. We've been on a lot of adventures. When I started YouTube back in, let me see, 2020, so it's been 5 years ago now, we put out a few videos. Really, our goal at that time was to just make videos and put them out there just to capture what we're doing at the time, the Heath's adventures, um, our camping trips, our boating trips, just different places that we've been on, things that we're doing. That way the grandchildren and family, the kids can go back and we can actually see what we are doing and or what has taken place. Some of our camping trips, boating trips, vacations. That was our goal. That was our ultimate plan. And putting them on YouTube was just a great place to house those. Just somewhere to put them so that we can go back and and revisit those times again and have those laughs again at some of the crazy things that we done. And really, like I said, that was our goal. And that really worked out tremendously. Well, then I got to looking one day, and would you believe there was some comments that people had made, all positive, never got any bad comments on our little trips and things that we done. But there were some people that subscribed to our channel, and I got to thinking, you know, after what I had been hearing, when you get so many subscribers, so many subs, and you get so many likes, if you will, um, or views rather, I should say views, then then you have the opportunity to become monetized on YouTube and start making just a little bit of money here and there as a result. So I thought, that's a great thing. So we started putting out some more videos and got a few more, likes and some subs and comments, but nothing really took off. There's never been, any um, thing that just blown up or whatsoever. So let's talk about expectations versus reality, if you will. When I started this, like a lot of people, I had the quiet expectation, of just capturing those moments. Yeah, and then maybe a video would pop out. Maybe one would go viral. Maybe one would, just jump off and people would really come to it and start visiting it. And, maybe the algorithm itself would just like what I'm doing. I didn't know, didn't have a clue, didn't understand fully as to how this whole thing worked. And really, be honest with you, I still don't. But that's okay. Um, so first, when we're talking about making $0, I think it's more about what I've actually learned from our few years on YouTube and what we've gained as a result from that. Get my camera right here. There we go. There we go. So first, when you take out the fact that you're not doing it for the money, then you don't have to be so concerned about the actual pressure that comes along with it. There's no pressure there. Second, consistency beats motivation all day long. And I think that's one thing that I need to do more of, is being consistent. And not being, and when I say consistent, I don't mean consistent once a month or once every 2 months like I've been a bean. I think you have to be more consistent than that. Maybe from what I'm understanding by looking at other YouTube creators, content creators, you know, posting every week, making it a habit, a certain time every week, like on a Tuesday or on a Wednesday, I'm going to put X of videos out there for the world to enjoy. As it stands right now, like I said, about once a month, once every 4 or 5 weeks, I'll actually drum up one to put out there. And I think the consistency has to be a little bit more so than that. Third, the numbers really don't tell the full story when it comes to what is taking place, because a small audience that cares will teach you so much more than a big audience or a large audience that don't care. So if you do have a small audience that's really in tune to what you're doing, I think it goes way further and beyond having a huge, large audience. Now, there's the benefits to both, don't get me wrong. But I have, from what I understand and what I'm seeing, looking at my analytics, if you will, a very small following, but it's not all bad, because I've been getting some good comments and some things that really has helped me out. And watching other small content creators and what they have learned, the experience that they have gained, is not only making a difference for them, but it's making a huge difference for me as well. So what I learned from other creators, well, there's some things that really changed for me. Watching these other creators, as I was just saying, they didn't just blow up in content. They built up one at a time. And again, like I said, being consistent, I think, is really part of the key to building up, and not, like I said, not blowing up, but just building up. They experimented, they failed, but they didn't let that stop them. They jumped back on the bandwagon and made another video. Some of the videos that I've seen from some of these young creators, even older creators, but when they get started, like myself, probably like this video, they're not the best in the world by no means. Make mistakes, looking down at your notes, looking up at the camera, looking down at your notes, looking up at the camera. But they learn over time. And, you know, if you watch your videos, you watch other videos, and I think if you learn to improve one simple thing per video, just one simple thing, each time, you're going to get better. And when you get better, the more people that's going to gravitate to you, if you will, in whatever your content is. So I think it makes a huge difference. But every creator, I think, you know, pretty much started out small. There's probably been creators that hit it off with a boom. You know, their first one out there and just took off. That's not been my case. And I think for the most part, most people would agree that's not the case at all. So why am I actually grateful? I said in the very beginning that I'm happy. I've not made no money on YouTube. I started out not making it. If anything, I've probably lost a little bit of money because, well, I ain't gonna say lost, because I've invested, if you will, in myself. I've invested in, of course, I already had a phone. like the one I'm currently using now, but a holder, a little small gimbal, wasn't much. A little mic, I see it here, got it here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. A little gimbal and a mic, so I can get a better quality out of what I'm doing. But I'm actually grateful at what I have learned from people, the takeaways that I have gained since I started this and started creating more videos. Because, like I said, if I'm grateful that I didn't make any money right away, because if I had, I think that it would have been that much more pressure on me to do more for the money, whereas I have gained so much more by not having the money play into it. For anyone at $0 right now, I'm gonna say, if you're watching this and you're still at zero, you're not behind. You're not failing, and believe me, you're not wasting time. You are learning in public. You're finding yourself, you're finding your passion at what you're doing, and you're not wasting your time. And you know, that's rare. That's really rare. Invest in your own self, in what you do, and by putting these YouTube videos out there, I think it just goes a long ways to help you be a creator, a content creator. It helps you with everything from public speaking to doing just what I'm doing now. Am I the best at it? No, not by a long ways. But in the long run, I think it's going to help me, and it'll help you at the same time. So if you're a creator who's still building, still learning, still at $0 and not monetized, hey, I see you. I see right where you're at. Stop trying to count the dollars and with every video, and enjoy the experience. Enjoy what you've learned and continue to learn. Learn from others. Find yourself, and you'll find your passion as to why you're here. So drop me a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know, how you're doing. I would gratefully love to just read each comment and see what other people are doing. See where you're at. See what you find hard, or what is something that you've learned in your travels, in your experience. By all means, hey, we don't know it all, but we'll figure it out together. So I'm gonna cut it off right here. And as a good friend of mine said, it's not all about the destination. It's the journey that makes the difference. Take care and stay safe.